All right, guys, I'm here at Savannah Harley Davidson. I'm dropping off the Street Glide for an appointment on Monday. It's having an issue with the cold start. It starts up, RPMs go up, and then when they come down, they go all the way down, and then it shuts off. Only happens on the cold start, so brought it up. Now I'm gonna go back home and get the Limited and bring that in here so we can do, you know, move the handlebars up and take that antenna off, put it in the fairing, and I think it was one other thing. Anyway, so brought this inside. They already did the walk around. Gotta tell you guys a funny story too. And what's going on out here, guys? You see this? These are future preloaders if they're not preloaders already. I hope they are. I hope they are. Because I'm looking out the window and I'm yelling out. They can't hear me because I'm inside, but I'm yelling, preload! Preload it, keep it loaded. Cover the rear brake. All right, now, funny story I have for you guys is when I pulled up here, a guy walked up to me, he shook my hand. He's 16 years old. We're gonna talk to him in a second. He told me that he watched my video, he's a subscriber, and he heard me say that I had to come here. So he rode here. He actually lives where Security Bill lives in Alabama. He rode here, he found out my appointment was at 3 o'clock, and he waited for me. So he's outside, we're gonna talk to him in a second. But that's good, isn't that some cool stuff? There's some stalker stuff, but it's some cool stuff. That's okay though. All right guys, let's go meet this preloader. Oh, it's muggy out here today. But this is him. All right, tell the preloaders your name, sir.
My name is Parker Lanier. I'm 16, and this is my 2007 Heritage Softail Classic.
Heritage Softail Classic, 2007?
Yes, sir.
Tell me your name again?
Parker Lanier.
Parker. Parker, all right, Parker. There used to be a show that came on called Parker Lewis Can't Lose. You're 16 years old, so you don't know anything about that.
No, I did not.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills on this?
About a 2 or 3.
That's not bad, and you've been riding 2 months, right?
Yes, sir, about
Okay.
a month and a half, really, but I've been on the bike for about 2 months.
And Parker said he's gonna be over there soon, doing the MSF course. What you said, next year?
Yeah, when I turn 17 in August, but I'll
Good.
do that after I take your class.
Absolutely. And listen, like I told him, oh, there's my wife, because I got to go back and get the other bike. But as I told him, it's awesome that he's starting out now on the right foot, learning good habits so he doesn't develop bad habits. So that's good. Listen, I appreciate you stalking me today. All right, it's good stuff. Very nice to meet you. Are you going to be here? You leaving now or are you going to be here when I get back? About to mount up?
Leave here before the rain gets us.
Okay. All right. Well, great to meet you, man.
Great to meet you also.
All right. I appreciate you waiting for me.
No problem.
All right,
Ride
man.
safe.
Hey preloaders, always nice to have you guys here with me. Welcome back. I also want to acknowledge my VI preloaders. All right, I appreciate you guys becoming VI preloaders and helping support this channel. Highly appreciate it, guys. And as long as we're talking about that, I want to also thank everyone that has contributed to the channel through donations. Highly appreciate that. And I also appreciate you guys sending me comments and emails, all right, and joining our Facebook group. Okay, preload and keep it loaded. All right, that's an exclusive group just to us preloaders. And for you guys that are not VI preloaders, and if you'd like to become a VI preloader, all right, I'm going to put a link in the description. Also, there's going to be one up here on the top of the screen. If you're on a smartphone or computer, you'll be able to see it. Of course, if you're on a smart television, you will not. Okay, but the description section is your friend. All right. Okay, so for you guys that don't know who I am, you don't know what this channel is about, you don't know what a preloader is, you don't know what a VI preloader is. All right, let me help you guys out. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the motorcycle unit. name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And I created this channel primarily for two reasons. Firstly, I want to share my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit with you guys, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation, because that's the aspect of riding a motorcycle that most motorcycle riders are uncomfortable with. All right. I want to help you guys with that. Secondly, I want to help you be the boss of your motorcycle. And what that simply means is I want you to have enough confidence while you're riding your motorcycle at slow speeds, 15 miles per hour or less. I want you to be confident enough to be comfortable to make right turns, left turns, and U-turns. Okay, I don't even want you to have to think twice about that. I want your feet up on your floorboards or on your pegs, all right, while you're doing these maneuvers, all right, and I want you to be able to do that with confidence. Once you can ride like that, then you're the boss of your motorcycle, and that's what I want to help you accomplish. And lastly, I hold practice sessions, usually on a weekly basis here in Pooler, Georgia. Those practice sessions are available for my VI preloaders only. Okay, so if you guys want to come out here and practice with me, check the description section. The description section on this channel is your friend. So if you want information on practice sessions, go to the description section and go down to where it says practice sessions, and there's a paragraph there. Just read that. It'll tell you what you need to know. Also, while you're in there, there's definitions on, actually there's a link, like I already said, there's a link to VI preloaders. All right, if you're interested in that, you can click on that, and whether you want to join or not, go to the link. It'll show you a short video just explaining all of the perks that VI preloaders get. Also in there's a definition of what preloader means, what preload means. There's a merchandise link in there for merchandise. All right. My wife is always hard at work with the merchandise for you guys. A lot of new stuff in there. So if you haven't been in there for a while, you know, check out that merchandise. As a matter of fact, here's some right here. So she's just great. I love her. I love her creativity, and I love her focus and her determination to make sure that when you guys want something, because I get requests saying, can you give me this? Can you give me that? She goes right in there. She makes it happen. So I said this before. I'll say it again. If you know of a merchandise store on YouTube that has more merchandise than me, let me know. I haven't been searching for it. I'm just curious. Again, it's not a competition. All right. But again, thank you, honey. You're highly appreciated. Okay. So back to that description section. Again, it's your friend. There's also a link in there for PayPal, all right, if you want to help contribute to the channel. There's cone course dimensions in there for the practice sessions. There's the name of the exercises that we do, all right? And of course, whatever the video is about, there's information about that. If there's links, if that's applicable, the links will be in there as well. So a lot of good stuff in the description section, guys, so please check it out. I'm also aware that YouTube really doesn't make it easy for you to find the description section, so you know, I get people to ask me all the time, where's the description section? So I'm going to do a video just on the description section. Okay, guys? So look out for that if you're one of these people that struggle to find out where it is. Or maybe I won't do a whole video on it. No, it needs its own video just to make sure. All right, guys. So you know, I always say this, how much I love watching you guys practice. And if you don't come out and practice with me and you practice on your own, but you record it, I want to see it. Check out this preloader. This is VI preloader Renee. Renee is from Florida. She's riding a 1999 Suzuki Intruder 1500, and she's been riding a motorcycle since March of this year. And when I asked her what she rates herself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed motorcycle operation, she rated herself at a 1. She also stated that she's excited about being another female rider, and she looks forward to attending practice sessions with other preloaders. And you can see here, guys, she's doing awesome. And she calls me her coach, but her real coach is her husband. He's the one recording this, and he's actually giving some dialogue too. So let's listen to him.
Slow pace, not a fast pace. Riding a motorcycle, especially a big motorcycle. This year she got a little U-turn here. She's doing great. She got it. She's gonna go to her cones, riding a big motorcycle, and even some small motorcycles. She got it. She's doing real good. She got what it takes. Going slow is not easy. Tight spots is not easy. You're capable of doing it, but you gotta have technique and the skill to do it. She had plenty of room on that U-turn she just did there. And you might think, well, she's just turning around in the street. Most people can't turn around in the street on a big bike and this tight quarters. They usually do like this dope walk. They sit their feet down and turn it around and do a 3-point turn or whatever. She's doing it easy. She's running through this like nothing. It's good. She got it, man. She's a regular superstar. She's a regular rock star. She got it good. So eventually I'm gonna have, when she do this exercise, I'm gonna have her try to do it closer to that first cone when she come out, make a U-turn right there. Very good, Nene. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Thumbs up. Got it. Good job. So see, she did that easy. She's ahead of the game. She's ahead of the game. Thumbs up again. There you go. Good job, babe.
And that's just phenomenal. Because listen, guys, I want you to realize something. Yeah, she did wonderful on those U-turns. But look where she's doing them. Now, yeah, she didn't start out practicing in that area where she is because it's kind of confined. And when she's making U-turns, there's a curb in front of her. So, like I always say, should she be looking at that curb? No. So it shouldn't matter anyway, right? If she knows that she has the skill to make a U-turn in that amount of space, what she should be doing is head and eyes, handlebars, almost looking behind her, and just turn the handlebars. She knows she has it, right? Excellent job, Renee. So and I want to thank her again for sending me the video and allowing me to share it with you guys, because it's important that you see that, right? And her husband, you know, helping her out big time. Appreciate him as well. You guys also know how much I love a disciplined preloader, okay? And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're out there riding your motorcycle or you're practicing at slow speeds, if you mistakenly grab your front brake out of bad habit, I'd like you to do 10 push-ups right next to your motorcycle. I want you to record it too and send it to me, all right? Anyway, check out this preloader.
Just made it home from work. And yes, of course, my coach would catch me grabbing the front brake so I could stop and not drop the bike. Anyway, here's my 10 as I promised early this morning. Like I said, I'm just coming from work. Yeah, on knees. Hope that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, but yeah. Guys, please just don't grab the front brake and keep it loaded, preloaded, keep it loaded.
What do you know, right? It's the same preloader. So again, Renee, big ups to you, big ups to the skill, big up to you practicing, and big up to you being disciplined, and big ups to your husband too for holding you accountable, because this is actually the second time that Renee sent me a video of her doing push-ups, and her husband was on her. Do those 10 push-ups. So shout out to the both of you guys. Keep it up. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Very proud of you. All right, guys. So for those of you that probably don't know, yes, this is a different motorcycle. This is my 2021 Limited CVO. If you didn't see that video, I'll put a link for that in the description as well as at the top of the screen. And today I'm taking this motorcycle to Harley Davidson because these handlebars have to be pushed up. They're way too close, to the point where I can't even make a U-turn on my block. That's how close they are. And I'm also going to do something with the antenna on the back, get that taken off. So actually I'm taking both my CVOs to Harley Davidson today. All right, so I already dropped off the Street Glide. Anita drove me back home, and now I'm going to take this motorcycle there and I'm going to wait with it while they do what they have to do. All right, guys, talk to you then. All right, guys, so I'm back with my motorcycle. I'm back with the Limited, and I put the highway pegs on, the Harley Davidson highway pegs. And you know what, guys? I might have to change them, and I only say that because the footprint is so small. You know, I prefer a bigger footprint, so I have more of my foot on it. We know I'm not riding long distances anyway, but for the small amount of time that I do have my feet on those pegs, I want it to be a more substantial peg. You know what I mean? I don't want to just feel like this much of my foot on something. And as far as this, the MSF course going on here, I can't even look at it anymore, guys. I can't even look at it. I mean, so many push-ups are out there. Well, they would be if it was my practice session, but it's just, I can't look at it. I'm not talking about the skill of the riders. I'm talking about certain things not being corrected right out there. It's got to be a reason why. I don't know what the reason could be, why they're not correcting it out there. There's a lot of duck walking going on, but more importantly, a lot of front brake grabbing. You don't correct that out there, it's going to go out there, and then that's when things happen. Oh well. All right, so I'm going to wait for this bike, sit down, read some of your comments, read some of your emails. All right, I saved it all up, so I'll have that to do. I always enjoy doing that. It passes the time. All right, guys. So I'm sitting here because I'm waiting for the Limited, and just to give you guys an update. Yes, there is something wrong with the speakers, so they already let me know that. They took it for a test ride, and while I'm sitting here, who pulled up?
Man, look, I was just in here, man, just happened to be talking with everybody, saying what's up. I don't know why this camera's in my hand. I don't know. You'll find out soon. No.
That's it. The camera, listen, the camera is attached to his hand. This is what we do, right? Right? And this is not a coincidence. I told him I was going to be here today. I wanted him to stop by, and I'm glad he did. And
why do we do this?
That's right. We're just talking about motorcycles. This guy's going to Sturgis, him and his beautiful wife. That's just awesome.
That's right.
I can't wait for that video, or I'm sorry, those videos.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of it. How long is that ride?
1,700 miles.
Oh, God.
So
you can stop right there. That's a lot, guys.
almost 48 hours.
Woo!
Yeah.
How many stops you got to be spending the night somewhere?
No, we plan to hit it hard, man. So, but I got some things that I don't want to reveal yet. But,
Okay.
You know.
Okay, good. All right, we don't want to give it all away, but
I'll tell him on the camera, though.
there you go. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that is being. I got to get those handlebars moved up. Listen. Yes, music is good, but out of all of that, the most important thing are those handlebars. I have to be able to turn safely. I already told my wife she's not allowed on the back of the motorcycle until that's taken care of, and I'm definitely going to upgrade those handlebars quicker than you guys already know. With this one, I was supposed to update these handlebars a long time ago, and I still haven't. And part of the reason I haven't is because at least with this extended reach seat, it pushes me back, so it allows my legs to straighten out a little more. So at least I can open up my legs a little bit to clear the handlebars when a tight turn. But with that one, that seat is so close, plus that thick cushion. That cushion, I measured it. It's about 3 inches thick, if that's 3 inches. So then, yeah, that. And I don't mind it pushing me up now that I think about it, because that's going to help me with the tighter turns. However, I got to be able to turn the handlebars. All right?
But wait, bro. Let's not overlook the fact that my guy Robert has 2 CVOs here in Harley, bro. Let's pause life for a second. 2 CVOs, bro. Look at one here, one in the back. Come on, man. Wait a minute. And a road glide special at the house. I'm so glad I'm his friend.
Listen, now I'm going to say this on his channel too, when he starts rolling. How many of you guys think that Wood Jr. here should have merchandise? And when I say merchandise, even if it's one shirt that says, "Come on, man." How many times do you hear him say, "Come on, man"?
So why are we doing that? And he also suggested I should go live. I don't do the live thing, man.
Well, I don't do the live thing either, but I do. I am planning on doing a live video in collaboration with him. That way he's not doing anything, he's just there.
This is how they be doing live, y'all. They be like, "Oh yeah, what is your favorite shirt?" Yeah, so my favorite shirt. I don't want to do that.
So my plan is when we do this live video, it's going to be with a computer, not on the phone, so we can actually see what you guys are actually saying. Listen, I'm a virgin when it comes to that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. I'm worried. All right, guys, so Wood Jr. is getting ready to get out of here, him and his lovely wife. You know we got to watch him pull out. We're going to see if he's doing the steps. He's going to be doing exercise number 1 into exercise number 2. He's making the right turn, actually. So he's actually doing exercise number 4 as well. All right, he's playing uncopyrighted music. All right, unfortunately, I had to cut Wood's uncopyrighted music. So, but I didn't want to cut out him in hot pursuit of his wife that she's clearly trying to get away from him. So enjoy, guys. Very nice. See, and he just has Reinhardt's put on there. So that's what I'm thinking about, those for the practice bike. Definitely thinking about those for the practice bike. So his bike sounds good, right? And all he has is Reinhardt's, right? Nothing special. And I'm thinking about that for the practice bike. By the way, my wife renamed my practice bike Angel. So that's the new name for that bike, Angel. All right, guys, so I'm done. The antenna's been removed. So I don't know what this thing is here. I guess they have to leave this here because of the part that sticks up here. So, but then that doesn't match here. So whatever this is, I'm gonna see if I can duplicate it over here. And see what I have in my hand, right? And I had to ask for it. Like, they were like, all right, we took your antenna off, see you later. I always want, whatever you took off my motorcycle, especially a brand new motorcycle, I always want the part, always. All right, stick that in here and bend it if I have to, just to get it home. But, all right, more importantly, these handlebars, because that was the biggest thing I had to do. I mean, I can't even tell. I'm gonna have to get on it to really be able to tell. They look higher. Oh, let me take this off. All right. So of course I got to get on it, test it out, see how it feels. I'm gonna ride home. It's looking a little cloudy. You guys know, Wood Jr. was at my house and he asked me to see my rain gear. And I said, oh yeah, I'll show you my rain gear. I took him to the closet and I pulled out a hanger. It was empty, there was nothing on the hanger. That's my rain gear. I don't ride in the rain. Unless you know what I mean? I'm not gonna ride in the rain purposely. That's my point. All right, guys, so I have Violet back home. I'm gonna give you guys a update on what I think about the motorcycle. You know, I give it a couple of weeks so I can kind of, you know, ride it and get acclimated to it. So I didn't make any tight U-turns. I didn't even try yet. I wanted to try that with you guys. All right, so me making a U-turn on my block, it's no problem at all, obviously, usually. But like I said, I couldn't even do it with these handlebars because they were too far down. And again, because the seat pushes me up and it raises my legs up more, I mean, there was no clearance at all. Like I had a pucker effect at one point. I started to make a U-turn and I felt like, oh, and as soon as I felt that pucker effect, guess what I did? I opened up the clutch and just went back straight, all right? I didn't go far, but you know, remember, you don't need a lot of power. You just need a little bit of power. Motorcycle wants to stand up. Motorcycle wants to go straight. So all I did was let the clutch out, turn the handlebars straight or straighter than they were. And then I'm on that rear brake all the time. And then I just stopped and then slowly backed up the motorcycle. It actually happened right here. So, okay, so let me try the U-turn first, and then I'll talk to you guys about what happened at the dealership, and I'll give you some details about that and how the ride was coming back home. All right, guys, I should be able to determine how this is going to be just by pulling out of this parking space. Make sure I'm in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload and keep it loaded, clutch right before the sweet spot, turn my head and my eyes, look where I want to go, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, I'm going to pick up my left foot and I'm going to turn the handlebars. Okay, it's better. Yep, at least I can make a U-turn now. All right, so gotta get used to this cable clutch. See, my throttle's too low right there. But this is why I always say, listen to your engine. There's a few times there that my throttle was too low. I'm listening to my engine, I can hear it, and I just make the adjustment. All right, so I just got to get used to where the friction zone is. You know, the funny thing about it is, with a cable clutch, the advantage is that you can make adjustments, right? I want to talk to you guys about this. You can make adjustments. And the disadvantage to the hydraulic clutch is that your hand is too open, right? The friction zone, once you actually get into the friction zone, your hand is too wide. And people with smaller hands, that's a problem. So one of the advantages of the cable clutch is you can make adjustments. So when I was at the Harley Davidson dealership, you know, I said to the guy, you know, can you make it, you know, what's the process of making an adjustment on this? Now, when I was a motorcycle cop in motorcycle school with those Harley Davidsons, they would make the adjustments right there. I don't know what they were doing, but they would do it right there. This guy told me, yeah, you know, no big deal. You just got to take off the primary cover. Whoa. I stopped him right there. I'm like, I'll make an appointment and bring it back and let you guys do it. I'm not doing it. I thought it was something simpler. It's not. But I say that to say that even with this clutch, even with this cable clutch, my hand is still kind of far out. So I am going to have to make that adjustment. I'm thinking about that. The reason I say I'm thinking about that is if I'm already accustomed to my hand being kind of out with the Street Glide and with the Road King, why make this one, you know what I mean? Why pull this one in more? So we'll see. I'm gonna ride the motorcycle for a little while and see. All right, but I'll also say that the tip of the front brake handle and the tip of the clutch handle is still touching my leg. So yes, I already plan on changing these handlebars anyway. Nothing that happened today is gonna change that. But I had to make the adjustment so at least I can make a U-turn and open my legs a little bit to give me some room. Whereas before that was impossible. So as you can clearly see, that's been taken care of. So now I'm gonna authorize the wife to get on the back. And I'll feel more comfortable riding with her. And if I have to make a tight turn with her, you know, I won't worry about it. Let me show you guys something else. All right, guys, so the funny thing is when I first got the motorcycle back and I was like, all right, guys, thank you. And I go to leave the parking lot of Harley Davidson and I go to pull the clutch and you know, I realized that usually when you pull a clutch, everything is even like this, right? But the clutch and the front brake was down here. So you know if you're going to pull your handlebars up or back, you always have to adjust the controls as well. And they forgot to do that. So, but no, you know what? No big deal. I'm glad it happened that way because then when he came out to make the adjustment, you know, he actually told me sit on the motorcycle and kind of put stuff where you want it. And that's perfect. I want it to be exactly where I want it. So they took care of that. I readjusted my mirrors for myself. Bam, no problem. And on the ride home, yes, those those highway pegs, yes, they definitely help. Like I said, I might be changing them because I want a larger footprint. But it definitely helps. And you can feel the difference in the ride of this motorcycle. So now I'm curious. You know, I was told by the people at Harley Davidson that aside from little things, this is basically a Street Glide. But this does not feel like a Street Glide riding. And I'm not just talking about the comfort of the seat because you can change the seat on the Street Glide. It just feels different. All right, I don't know, but I like it. I like the way it feels. I can't wait to take the wife out on it. I can't wait to get these lights changed. Now, the good thing is I don't have to change a bunch of lights. Like on the front, you saw those lights flickering on the camera. Those are LED lights. They're amber, which I want to change that out. I don't like that look. I want everything in the front to be a white look, a nice bright white color. But at least they're not incandescent bulbs, okay? So I want to say, yeah, all right, Harley Davidson, I'll give it to you. There's not an incandescent bulb on this motorcycle, but at the same time, I'm not going to give it to them. You shouldn't have to spend $46,000 to get LED lights, and I'm still going to change those. But I need my lights on the side, and I'll talk to you guys about that. In the back definitely needs more lights. So, but we'll get to that. I already told you guys I'm going to take you on that journey with me. All right. But outside of that, yes, I'm very pleased. I'll be very pleased once my wife gets on it as well, and she tells me she's comfortable. And oh, one more thing, guys, the speakers. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this stereo system is horrendous, especially for what this motorcycle costs. It's horrible. I mean, to the point where first they told me something was wrong with the motorcycle. Then, I mean, as far as the speakers, because they had the speaker out. And then next thing you know, they told me, oh no, they made a phone call and Harley Davidson told them, no, everything's working fine. So when I tell you guys that when I'm listening to this and the speakers sound like they're blown, like I could barely hear, it's my Street Glide CVO, that system is way better than this, way better. And the fact that that's a 2019 and this one's a 2021, and the fact that the year 2021 is the year they put the Rockford Fosgate speaker systems on the Street Glide and the Road Glide, but for some reason they didn't put it on this, that boggles my mind. The music is kind of secondary to me as far as everything else going on. When it's acceptable, this is not acceptable, so I'm gonna have to do something about it sooner rather than later. But other than that, I'm happy, guys. I am happy. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. As I stated, I will be giving you guys an update video. All right, again, if you guys are interested in becoming VI preloaders, check the description section, check out that video, and check out the perks that you get. All right, guys, as always, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to send a special shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there and know that you're appreciated. And special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit, particularly Highway 1, because that's who taught me how to ride my motorcycles the way I do ride them. But remember, guys, it doesn't end there. You have to keep practicing. This is a perishable skill, okay? Practice, 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 practice. Preload and keep it loaded, and practice, practice, practice. Because remember, guys, practice breeds confidence, and a confident rider is a safer rider, and is a rider that's going to have more fun riding this motorcycle. Until next time, guys.